pretty much we're going to wrap it up. Thank you for hanging out with me today. So one of the things, what we do, I close out each show with the HeyDFW's top 5. And it's just like 20 questions, but it's 5 little light, fun questions to just kind of learn about yourself, or, something you can laugh at later. Are you ready? What's your favorite color?
Okay, let me ask you this. Are you from Birmingham?
I'm not. I'm from Mobile, Alabama.
Okay. Are you in Birmingham?
I'm in Arlington, Texas.
Okay. Oh, yeah. You're in Texas now. Well, I went to Parker High School, if you're familiar.
I know some people that went to Parker.
Uh-huh. So, we bleed purple. We are serious purple lovers over here.
All right. Shouts out to Parker High School. Last book you read?
The last book I read will be My Undoing by Morgan Jerkins. I'm definitely into all of the Black feminist books and things that are coming out right now. I think we're defining Black feminism, and it's exciting. So I'm into like the Brittany Cooper book, Dr. Brittany Cooper's books. I'm into just all those books that are really defining what it means to be Black and woman and to hear us roar.
We have a question. What would be the alternative to defund the police? Because police reform has obviously not worked. Rebudget the police. The money, rebudget the police, question mark. The money goes where it's needed. Nobody has a good phrase. What do you suggest? Well, she pretty much already answered that, but when we do the live, there is a lag. So did you want to reiterate it a little bit?
I definitely will reiterate it. So
thank you.
Yeah. So here's the thing about movements and activists, right? They're cool. You look at the Fred Hamptons, you look at the cool activists. And so we use words, and the words that we use are powerful. So if you ask an activist like, oh, what are you doing? I'm dismantling racism. That sounds so fly. But baby, let me tell you, dismantling racism means taking it apart piece by piece. And baby, that's a headache, right? So same for defund the police. We use that sentence, defund the police. And I think what it does is it turns off a lot of people, because we all know that all government agencies are usually really tight on their budgets regardless. So I don't think that we should necessarily defund the police. I think we should refund the police. And what I mean by that is, number one, we need a refund on the times where they have been doing criminal things. Like, they need to be held accountable. We need to get rid of this Blue Lives Code or whatever that is, right? And remind them that they work for us and that they're here to serve us. So that's part one of that process of refunding the police. The second piece of that is that, like I said earlier, one of the issues that the police are feeling that we don't realize is that we put a lot on them, that our police officers are responsible for so much. So I use the example of a mentally ill person walking down the street with no clothes on, and that are yelling at the top of their lungs because they're having some type of dissociative, issue. And what happens is we call the police, and the police are not equipped to handle mental health issues. But our police also govern our schools, and our police also govern our concerts and our tourism spaces. And they also govern the day-to-day tasks. So they have so many things on them that we really need to look at what is the role of the police, and how can we engage other advocates like mental health professionals and have them on call? How can we engage emergency services that may close gaps and help people, as opposed to always locking them up? But when you call the police, that's what they're trying to do, is lock you up. That's what they're there for.
She have another comment. She said, I was just asking the catchphrase you answered with refund the police. I understand that defund police means what that means, and the budget. Let's see.
But what I've learned about civic engagement is, like, you may understand what defund the police because you did the reading, but there's 80 other people that didn't. And it's true because you know how, like, you post something on Facebook and you're like, y'all didn't even read it. Y'all just read that one line on the outside and just kept scrolling. So when a lot of people see defund the police, they're not with it because they think you're trying to take money completely out. And that's definitely not how I've seen it done.
I agree with you about that there is a lot on their plate. And the example about the mental health persons discussion makes a lot of sense because they do get a ton of calls about that. I mean, I know I've called before about things that are not a non-criminal activity. But just let me see. Let's see. Let me see. Did she answer your question? I'm gonna just make sure. Did you understand her remarks? I guess that's the way I would say it. Animal control, how they work with animal control is a really good example. You can call the police and they are about something, an animal or something, a loose animal, they'll call animal control. So I believe people are saying, let's outsource other resources, but the campaigning is a bit scary. And then because right now it's like people want a solution right now. So it's a bit scary and it's a bit uncertain. It hasn't been tried before. So it's a lot.
Check out. Do y'all remember the guy who was killed at the Wendy's?
Yes.
Okay. Imagine someone called the police. There's a guy sleeping in the parking lot. I think he's been drinking and driving. And instead of calling the police, they had called him a cab.
They could have called a cab.
Right.
That would have been easier.
They would have called him a cab and said, the cab says, look, I need to take you home or coming. He would have been phone. All right, where you going? Right. It would have been so simple. But no, what did we do? We deployed 2 police officers. Now they got to give all these tests. Everybody knew that boy was drunk. They were doing the best that they could with that process in the beginning of it. And it could have been avoided by calling an Uber. Just call an Uber.
Right. And I think he did the right thing by saying, you know what? Can't drive. Let me chill out right here until I get my life. So because you're told not to drink and drive. So that was responsible within itself. So I didn't understand that.
I just think, but you got to understand, they are trained that if you resist arrest, that's a criminal act. They are not trained on calling you an Uber.
Yeah.
Because I really believe that if they would have said either let us call you an Uber or we got to take you to jail, he would have been like, Uber me. And we would have saw that video. We would have Cops forever. It would have been like a whole YouTube sensation. Call me an Uber. Like so simple.
Yeah. And that stuff, you guys, that when all this stuff happens, that also takes resources from the community with, civil suits and things of that sort. When that happens, with the internal investigations and things of that sort, it takes a lot.
And even if it takes a toll on everybody, right? It takes a toll on the police officers and their families and their children. It takes a toll on the Black families. It takes, when we lose somebody, it takes a toll on our whole community because we're so close. Yeah. So much like family. So imagine if the police officers their only recourse is let me follow this code and arrest you. That's what. So when you say, do they need more training? Absolutely, because that was an Uber moment.
Yeah. Okay, guys. I hope I got your answers. We broke up HeyDFW for y'all. Top 5.
I need my next 3 questions really quick.
I know. Okay, what's your favorite food?
Right now, don't laugh, y'all, but it's salad because a salad is so versatile. Like if I wanted to be like a steak salad or a shrimp salad or a salmon salad, which I'm having a salmon salad for dinner tonight. It can be versatile and I get to have, a lot of stuff in it. And I love dressing up a good salad. So I'm gonna say a salad for today.
I think you're gonna be the first person I interviewed in history that said salad.
Well, I'm a recovering vegan, so I don't get my greens.
Yeah. Okay. And if your company could work for any organization or be contracted by any organization that would need your services, what company would it be?
Well, I think for me right now, because I'm in my dream partnership, so I partner with this 125-year-old institution, Lenoir-Rhyne, and they are located in Asheville. They have a graduate school. They have a full campus in Lenoir, in North Carolina, and then they also have a Columbia campus. So I'm very honored to be in partnership with them, and just the businesses that come through and the people that come through. I'm more of a people person than
Mm-hmm.
this person, and I am in love with training people to do good work and disrupt systems. So any company that wants to disrupt those systems.
Okay. And you're actually going to be my last interview for my summer series. I'm not doing any interviews in September, any new ones. I'll just be doing clips from my old interviews to reset my life. So this summer series is a Level Up 2.0. And you talked earlier about leveling up your business, but how would you give advice to anyone, business owner, individual, to just level up? How does Aisha Adams level up?
For me, my level up was investing in myself, not just money, but I did invest money, which was a great return. And I suggest that as well. But I started to invest more time into myself and more faith into my own projects. So I think that's where the level up comes. It's a mindset, and that it's about, again, this is my morning affirmation, which is like, Aisha, um, take up more space, twerk it, and charge more.
Okay.
So for me, I think when it comes to being a solopreneur or a business owner or a corporation owner, take up more space. We have a thing of saying, like, I'm holding space for this person, or I'm not gonna, but space is in abundance. So take up more of it. And when I say twerk it, twerk on it, make it your own. I think that's really, key. Be unique. And then when I say charge them more, like, there's a debt to be paid, and we need to charge it. We need to collect our pennies, we collect our coins. So I really am passionate about that being like the 3-step guide to a super amazing day for myself, and maybe it can help somebody else.
All right, you guys, you heard it here. Thank you, Aisha, for hanging out with me tonight.
My
So,
laser.
yay! Okay, you guys, y'all make sure y'all check her out. Aisha, you can tell them where I have. Let me put the banner back up. But remind everybody about your accelerator program real quick while I put this up.
Yeah, come hang out. If you're a small business owner, a solopreneur, and you're looking to accelerate your business, come hang out with us October 3rd through the 5th. We'd love to have you. The wait list is on the website. You can see our social impact reports from the previous ones. But we would love to have you. We're going to be focusing on pitching our businesses. There's going to be an LLC expert, like I said, a PhD in accounting, PhD in entrepreneurship, and it's a free event. So we'd love to have you, and it's virtual.
All right, y'all. Y'all attended. Invest in yourselves. Then this part is investing time, and then you can hire her company. Invest some money, you guys. Put it back in rotation.